And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show as we continue our journey to 500,000 subscribers. So let's get there. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share because, like I say, the chaos is insane. But you know what? This episode, extremely important. Stay with me here. And I say that because we're tired. We're tired of Trump's and his administration's lies, his schemes, and their performances. We're tired of the pundits that go on Fox News or even CNN and MSNBC and spew talking points that poison the brains of Americans. But here's the problem. What do we do? Well, one thing is we can't give up. Because if we do, who's going to sound the alarm? I can feel the news fatigue through my friends and through all of you, my subscribers. And that's why I want to make this video a warning. Not just this video, but also on my Substack, which I wrote this morning called, Is Trump Planning on Ruling Forever? Let me repeat that. Is Trump planning on ruling forever? Now, I want to show you who will end up sitting at the king's table if we don't continue to work to fight against this authoritarian tactic. The king's advisors will ultimately take his words at fact. There will be no more questioning. There will be no more reality. It will be the reality of one man imparted on the rest of us. Play the clip.
He did not sign it, so I take the president at his word. I don't think the Oversight Committee is going to invest in looking up something 22 years ago. We're going to look.
So you're just going to take the president at his word that this is not his.
What does it have to do with anything?
Look. Like I say in this Substack article, so here we are in 2025. Americans drowning in chaos like it's our new national pastime. Listen to the stupidity that they talk about as it relates to, inflation flare-ups, migrant deportations, wars abroad, climate disasters, tariff wars, the Epstein birthday book, to name just a few. We wake up each day, every day, spinning, our heads spinning from the headlines. And while we are chasing every fire like a bunch of confused golden retrievers, Trump and his loyalists, they're doing what they do best. They're plotting behind closed doors, between daily briefings, between their TV appearances. The machinery of permanent power is being assembled brick by brick. Let me also go on to show you the king's favorites will ultimately just continue to gaslight the public. Play that clip.
To do.
From what I see, it's not a signature. I've seen Donald Trump sign 1 million things.
This doesn't look like his signature to you?
Nope.
I highly doubt.
Really? It doesn't look like his signature? How about that one, Byron? Oh, if that one if you think that's a forgery too, I don't know. How about that one? Both to me. Personal letters. Really? Just because Trump says it means it's true? Let me be very clear about something. The royal servants will blame things on the opposition. It's just what they do. Play the clip.
Well, clearly the birthday note from President Trump is a fallacy. It's just not true. And that's a leftist talking point. It's horrible.
Yeah, let me be very, very clear. It is not the leftist talking point. This is not a Democratic hoax. Now, let me be also very clear about something. They will remove the power from the courts. Something you've heard me talk about, something I've written about, again in my Substacks again and again and again. Trump's determination to destroy our tripartite system of government, to confer all power to the executive branch, remove it, of course, from not just the legislative branch, but from the judiciary. They will ultimately remove this power from the courts, and they will get rid of due process. Imagine where we'll be then. Play the clip.
Big difference. The Barbary pirates were attacking us and taking our sailors and capturing our ships. They were committing acts of war against us, and fighting them is self-defense. And if this speedboat 2,700 miles from our coast was attacking one of our destroyers, they can blow it up.
Well, hold on.
Nobody
real quick,
argues
Senator,
with
the
that.
narco-terrorists are attacking in a different fashion. It's not as on the nose as what the Barbary Pirates did. They're importing drugs that do kill Americans to the tune of 65,000 Americans a year.
I realize that. But if this is a new policy, realize that off of Miami, a dozen ships will be interdicted today. They will be stopped, boarded, and searched. Some of them will have drugs, some of them won't. The reason we board them before we blow the crap out of them is some of them don't have drugs. Think about it this way, and this is how people don't quite get this. Let's say there's a house in your neighborhood and they're all selling fentanyl and thousands of people are dying and you're just so mad. Do you go over there and just kill them or burn them? No, you go to a judge and you get a warrant and you do that.
But
we
Senator,
have an interdiction program.
I feel like the difference there is you're talking about an American citizen on an American soil. And of
no,
course,
we're talking about ships off of Miami. We're talking about...
Yeah. Again, they're just going to spew the same bullshit over and over and over again. They'll convince you, or at least try to, that the enemy is more horrible than they are. Play that clip.
Right.
The other question nobody seems to have asked, one more question is, nobody seems to have asked, this outboard boat was 2,700 miles. How do we know it was coming to the U.S.? So they may be selling drugs in Trinidad.
We are the end destination point for whatever percentage of drugs coming out of Central and South America.
Maybe. You don't think anybody in the Caribbean's using drugs? What if they're selling the drugs in Trinidad? Are we now the police for Trinidad?
Well, they always say...
Are we going to blow up every boat? It's just insane. You can't blow up every
What I want to
ship
say, Senator,
that you
is
think
I always
might
get
have
this,
drugs on.
I always get this.
Yeah. This is the problem with Fox News. First of all, unless you are online with their message, they will continue to interrupt. They will ask you a question and they will try to guide you into the answer, despite the fact that the answer is not right. We cannot, without due process, just turn around and blow up a boat. Then they turn around, they lie, and they claim that there were 11 people on the boat, when clearly, if you look at the picture, there's like 3 people on that boat. Meanwhile, in order to continue this ideology, this move to become king, the king will celebrate acts of war. Just what they do. Play that clip.
Application of American power to send very clear signals that narco-terrorism will not be tolerated in our hemisphere. And if you want to traffic drugs that are headed for the United States, we're not doing it with kid gloves anymore.
Talk to me about your allies, the other countries that are helping you out here.
The region has welcomed it. Very much so. A lot publicly, many privately, saying thank you. Thank you for addressing something that's been obvious for us for far too long. And so we anticipate a growing chorus of voices to say, hey, we welcome America here. This is the Americas. And we've suffered from narco-terrorism directly. And again, that's not why we're doing it. This is America first. This is protecting American citizens. But wherever we can bring allies along, we're proud to do so.
Again, so much of that is a lie. It's so on point with the way that Trump then turns on. He's making these generalized statements about how everybody's thanking us for what we're doing and everybody's on board. No. Why don't you tell us exactly who it is that's on board? Will you do that? Chances are you won't. And his cronies, what are they going to do? They're just going to keep pushing authoritarianism. And why? Because it's in their benefit. It's in their interest. It's in their financial interest to do so. Play that clip.
We don't need to adjudicate every single illegal alien's criminal history. If they don't have the paperwork, they don't belong here. I'm sick and tired of having to deal with all these specific individuals. That's what we mean when we say mass deportation. They're all going out. And as a matter of fact, they're not going out fast enough. They should be going out way faster.
Wait, right. So he doesn't like the fact that there's something called due process, that there are laws, that there are procedures that need to be followed, because we are a democratic republic, because we are the United States of America. You moron, do you not understand that? You're not happy because mass deportation now isn't coming or living up to numbers that you wanted to see? Like we heard Trump with his 10 million he wants to deport and so on. Why don't you take a look to see what it's doing to our economy? Why don't you turn around and take a look what it's doing to our standing in the world? They will disappear people who disagree. That's just what they want to do. This is the playbook. Play that clip.
I don't care about disappearing. I'm not even offended. Tom Homan shouldn't have been offended. So what? Yeah, they're disappearing from the country. Exactly. That's what we were elected to do. Make these people, poof, disappear. Dana brings up an excellent point. I cannot.
Yeah. Oh, you're such a tough guy. Oh, the toughest, right? I don't care if they're disappeared. I don't care if we violate people's due process rights, their human rights, and so on. I don't care if we follow long-standing immigration procedures. I don't care about that. Disappear them all. Poof. Imagine that Fox News has this idiot on there poisoning the minds of Americans. And what else are they going to do? When they don't get their way, they'll just threaten local leaders. Play that clip.
And the mayor continues to resist, the governor as well. Michelle Wu just advanced in the primary. Is this what the voters want? I mean, 70% is a high number. Of course, this is not the general election, but she has a ton of support in Boston, even though she protects these criminal migrants.
That's incredible, but I don't care who the mayor is. We're going to do our job. If mayors and governors don't want to help, then get out of the way. Because if you don't want to make your city safer, we will. Because I'm not saying that every illegal alien is a significant public safety threat, but many are. So there's a percentage of those criminals that are here illegally. We're coming for them. They're not going to stop us. They can stand aside and watch us do their job. However, they better not step over the line. They better not impede our efforts, or there's going to be consequences. Pam Bondi's been all over this for the last few weeks. So we're coming. We're going to be there tomorrow. We're going to be there next day. We're going to be there next month. We're going to be there next year. You're not stopping from what we're doing. We're making this country safer every day, and we got a lot of work to do.
So, Tom, y'all did a massive bust.
A complete and total fool. Thinks he's a big, strong man, right? We can do whatever we want. We don't care, regardless of what mayors or governors ask. So as I write in my Substack again, here's the $1 million question. For you, does America actually want a king, a monarch, a ruler for life? Because maybe, if you watch this shit, the answer is yes. Maybe a slice of this country, the same people that are wearing, for example, Trump 2028 hats while slurping their Diet Cokes. Maybe they're just tired of democracy altogether. Maybe they want the simplicity of a strong man, one voice, one will, one supreme leader. It's not that different from the cult logic that I've seen up close. Me personally, I don't want it, and I suspect you don't either. So again, let's grow this. Let's grow this community together to ensure that we don't end up with blind loyalty in exchange for our democracy. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.